Welcome back to Movement and Telisa for day 2 of our 30-day strength and flexibility yoga challenge. Today is another core focused day. As I mentioned, our core is our powerhouse. We want to make sure that we know how to activate and engage it safely so that everything else coming out through our extremities is as strong and stable and safe as possible. We're going to get started in a comfortable seated position, cross-legged, kneeling like I am, whatever works for you. And we're going to explore Kapalbati breathing. This is a pranayama breath technique that is known to ignite the fire within, so it warms us up from the inside out. Let your belly hang heavy like you've got a little Buddha belly. You can put one hand on your belly as well. What we're doing with this breath work is making the exhale active and the inhale passive. For the exhale, we're actively engaging the core to force the air out and then letting our little Buddha belly come back passively as we passively bring air back in. This is what it looks and sounds like through the nose. So we're going to do 2 rounds of that with a hand on our Buddha belly. Settle your gaze. Take a regular inhale, regular exhale. Next inhale, and then we're going to begin. Come back to your regular breath. Hands can settle down. Gaze remains focused on one stationary point. Get ready for our second round. Inhale, regular exhale. After this inhale, we'll begin. Hand on the belly. Inhale, let's go. Regular breath. Let's spin into a tabletop position. For a gentle wrist warm up, we're going to be doing a little bit more in downward facing dog. So gripping through the mat like a cat clawing into a blanket as we shift forward and back. You can start small and then make your range of motion bigger and bigger as your wrists warm up, striving to keep the arms straight so no bend in the elbows. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Turn both fingers around to point towards your knees. If that's too much, then just turn your fingers to point at a 45-degree angle or out towards the sides of the mat. If the fingers are pointing to those sides of the mat, just shift side to side. If you're at a 45 or fingers pointed towards you, shift back, lifting the palms up off of the mat. Again, start small as your body warms up. Maybe you can shift back a little bit further. Fingertips stay in contact with the mat. It's okay if your thumbs lift up as you shift back. Last one. Come back through center and then claw your hands all the way around. Fingers pointing the outsides of the mat all the way to the top of the mat. Sit back on your heels. Make 2 fists with the hands and interlock the knuckles like puzzle pieces. The tops of the hands come in contact with the mat. Elbows are down close to the mat, and then extend through the arms, keeping the fists tight, and you should feel that stretch along the front of the forearms. Lower and lift again. Once you come down, shift which knuckle is in front and keep going for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's come to our tabletop. So just like I said in day 1, imagine your core is like a corset. So that's our TVA, our transverse abdominis. It's a big muscle that wraps all the way around just like a corset. And you want to engage it, tightening through the core like tightening the strings on a corset. So this is a pretty simple pose here, but we can make it really strong and engaged by really activating through the core. We're not doing any movement, just focusing on keeping the core tight and engaged right here. Gaze is down between the hands or just slightly in front of them. Breath might be a little bit more shallow since we can't inhale as much with this core tightly engaged. If this is enough for you, you can stay right here. And if you want a little bit more, extend one leg out behind you, engage through the arms, and then extend the other leg. Keep the core set tight. Push the mat away from you. Everything is strong and engaged here. The arms, the legs, the glutes, especially the core. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down to the knees. Knees can be together or splayed. Come back for child's resting pose. Deep belly breaths. You should feel your belly and rib cage expand against the legs. In our child's pose here, we're going to start implementing our Mula Bandha. So that's the pelvic lock. With the inhale, let everything expand open. And with the exhale, tighten everything in the rib cage to the core and that pelvic lock, that Mula Bandha. So it's like you're doing a Kegel squeeze. Inhale. Let everything expand. Exhale. Pull everything in. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more rounds. Inhale. Two. The last one. Inhale. Everything expands open. Exhale. Pull everything in, engaging our Mula Bandha pelvic lock. Come back up into our tabletop. We're going to do another round of this tabletop plank core engagement. So tighten the core set. Strong and engaged here. Doesn't look like much, but we can make this quite difficult by squeezing tight through the core. Option to stay right here. If you want more, extend one leg, engage through the arms, and then the other leg. Everything is engaged now, and keep that core set tight. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now this time we come into our downward facing dog. Readjust your stance if you need to, and pedal out the legs. Pull your chest closer towards your thighs. A good way to help with that is come up on both toes. Do a generous double knee bend like you're a cat preparing to pounce. Try to get your rib cage in contact with the thighs. And then from here, without letting the rib cage come forward, then start to extend through the legs. On the next inhale, look between your hands, come up on the toes, and tiptoe your feet all the way forward. and come into a seated position, working into the core with some low boat and high boat. A really gentle version is to lower down onto the forearms and just make sure you're really engaging the core. Think about bringing your rib cage closer to your pelvis so there's not that much weight on the elbows. And just tucking in, holding like this, trying to get more and more weightless. Maybe you come up on the toes. A next option is to bring the arms up. Try to make the chest proud. Toes can stay in contact with the mat, or with bent legs, you can lift the shins up. Now when we come into our low boat, you can keep the legs bent, keep the hands reaching forward, and just tap the toes down. Come back up into our high boat. Lower down again, low boat, hold it. 3, 2, 1, no gap between the lower back and the mat. Come back up. Lower down. And come up. Even if you're more advanced, this can still be challenging. Let's set the ego aside and we can work at this level as well. Just make it hard. Imagine moving through molasses, creating resistance. If you are ready for something more challenging, straighten through the legs. And when you lower to low boat, legs remain straight. Again, make sure there's no gap between the lower back and the mat. When you come up, you can come up with straight legs. If that's not quite accessible yet, you can do low boat with straight legs and then come up to a bent leg high boat. Like I said, so many options to work at whatever level you might be at. Let's do 5 more. That was 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to a cross leg position, roll through to our tabletop. Back to back. Let's come right into our tightening the core set in this tabletop position. Option to stay here if you want more. Extend the legs for plank. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the hips back, downward facing dog. Come up on the toes, double knee bend, rib cage to thighs. Try not to move the upper body as you then straighten the legs as much as you can. Next inhale, look between the hands, come up on the toes, bend the knees, and just walk your feet in front of you. Sit back, come into your variation of high boat, lower to your variation of low boat. That's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the legs, back into our tabletop. Let's get right into it. Again, we can do hard things. Tighten the corset. Our minds might be begging us to give up and stop and take a break, but we're capable of more than we think. If you want a little bit more, extend the legs, come into plank. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the hips back. Downward facing dog. Come up on the toes. Double knee bend, rib cage to thighs, and then straighten the legs as much as you can. Remember the trick to try actively flexing through the feet, and that might help your heels melt down a little bit more towards the mat. Next inhale, look between the hands, come up on the toes. If you want a little bit more with this transition, you can bend the legs and jump your feet through and come into your high boat. Otherwise, just continue tiptoeing the feet forward. And get set up. Let's lower down. 10, 9, 8, no gap between the lower back and mat. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the legs, roll through, and tabletop. Engage the core. Tighten the core set as much as you can. Option to stay there or extend through the legs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the hips back, downward facing dog. Come up on the toes, generous double knee bend, rib cage to thighs, and then straighten the legs. Next inhale, come up on the toes, look between the hands, bend the knees, tiptoe or hop through. Come into your variation of high boat. This is the last round. Let's lower down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the legs, roll through to our tabletop. Engage the core, tighten the core set as much as you can. Stay there or come into high plank. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the hips back, downward facing dog. Come up on the toes. Generous double knee bend, rib cage to thighs, then straighten through the legs. 3 rounds of deep, deep breaths. Last round. Lower to the knees. Find yourself in a comfortable cross-legged position. Bring the right fingertips down. You can stay there or option to lower to the forearm. Left arm reaches up overhead, gaze is past the left arm. Side body stretch. Back up through center. Other side. Up through center each side one more time. Up through center, last side. If you're in an actual cross-legged position, uncross them a bit so that one shin is in front of the other, and leading with the chest, we're folding forward. As soon as the back starts to round, stop there. We want to keep this stretch focused in the hips. As your body opens up to it, maybe you can lower down onto the forearms. Lengthen out through the crown of the head to help maintain that strong, neutral spine. Feeling the stretch in the outside of the hip of whatever leg or shin is in front of the other one. Staying where you are, I just want to turn to this side. Just for a better view. You can close out your eyes or just soften your gaze. Slower than you want to, and gently push ourselves all the way up. And switch which shin is in front, leading with the chest. Come down as far as you can without the back rounding. And then with time, maybe your body opens up a little bit more to it. Reaching out through the crown of the head to help maintain that neutral spine. slower than you want to. Pushing ourselves all the way up. Gently fluttering the eyes open. Extend both legs out in front of you. A final core challenge as we transition down for our final resting pose. Reach the arms out in front of you, round through the spine, and lower down one vertebrae at a time to come all the way to lying. Feet can be the width of the mat, arms can be swayed wide or falling off of the mat. Deepening the breath. Eyes are closed. Noticing how the body feels after that. After the work we just put in. Noticing the vibrations within the body. How the frequency changes after physical activity. With every exhale, let your body sink even deeper down into your mat. If your mind has wandered, gently bring it back to your breath. And gently curling up the outer edges of your mouth, bringing an ever so slight smile onto your face. Being proud of yourself for completing day 2 of this 30-day challenge. I hope to see you again tomorrow for day 3. In closing, we say, Namaste.